Good morning, everyone. Day 36. It's pretty early. I think it's a little after 6. Got another 4,000 foot. Yesterday was rolling hills. Today is not rolling hills. Today is a couple of 4,000 foot peaks I got to go up over. Saddleback Ridge, I think it's called. And so the goal today, I think, is hit 17 miles. That puts me 13 miles from Stratton. So as you guys already probably know, by the time you see this, it'll be long over. That hurricane that's coming up the coast, that's on me tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the next day. So I absolutely have to get in Stratton tomorrow. So hopefully I roll in there sometime early afternoon tomorrow. Get me a room, because it's supposed to hit Tuesday night, Wednesday here. So if I can get a room in Stratton, maybe if I get in reasonable time tomorrow, I might zero, depending on the forecast, how rainy it's going to be the next day on Wednesday. I might have to take a zero because of the weather. I am not going to be out in these tropical storm rain if it's that bad. We'll see. I don't like not to hike because of the weather, but if it's that bad, I'm not gonna push it. So there should be some views today. It's supposed to be clear all day today, so I'm gonna attack these mountains best I can. Get up over them. Like I said, more 4,000 foot peaks. There's still a handful more coming up. But from what I hear, this Saddleback Ridge is really beautiful, so should be lots of views today. And it's once you get up to about 4,000 feet, you drop down to 3, back up to 4, 3, 4, that kind of thing. So sort of like Franconia Ridge was. Maybe I get some views from that. Anyway, that's my story for now. Hope you guys are safe. We'll talk to you later today with some views and some looks, hopefully. If it's not cloudy, hard to say. But we'll see. All right, bye. Pond up here in the middle of nowhere. Sorry. I guess I'm supposed to do it this way. It's probably wrong. I don't know. For as much as I've had this phone, you would think I knew which way to go with it, so I won't be able to fix that if it's crooked. Try again. Yeah, my pad definitely has a hole. It doesn't even last 2 minutes or 2 hours before it's flat. So when I get into Stratton tomorrow, I think I'll stick it in the bathtub or something, see if I can find the hole and patch it. So I ran into a kid last night, probably 19, maybe 20. He's wearing the same exact shoes I was wearing when I got on trail. And I'm not a big believer in other people or people telling other people the ins and outs of their gear. That's their gear, it's their hike. You never criticize a guy, you never say, well, you should do this or you should do that. It's sort of don't press the point about gear. Your gear is your gear, their gear is their gear. But this kid had the same shoes I had on. And I said, look, man, I don't want to tell you, I want you to hike your own hike. I want you to do your thing. I'm just telling you so you know you have the information. I said, I wore those shoes through Vermont and the roots tore me up bad. I said, but when I got into the whites, they annihilated my feet. I said, my feet could not handle the rocks. I said, I'm a lot older than you. You're young, you can bounce back, all that stuff. I said, but you might want to look into something with a little more soul to it. I said, it's just a suggestion, it's just a word of caution. I said, because there is no support in those, and you're going to be bending your feet ways you just have never bent them before. I said, I switched to these shoes and my feet stopped swelling up. So I said, I don't want to press my point. I just want you to understand that maybe you ought to rethink your shoes going in, because he's going into the whites. He's not even into the roots of Vermont yet. So I said, it's your call, man. Keep on keeping on. I said, but I just want to warn you that it tore me up wearing those shoes. I said, I don't see many people wearing these out in this section. He goes, okay, I'll look into, you know, and he sort of took me serious. He actually started talking about getting some other shoes shipped to him or whatever here in the next few days down the trail a little bit. But I don't know if he took me seriously, but I think he will once he gets into the whites and he hasn't changed out his shoes. Woo. So hopefully he takes a little bit of that wisdom and makes a conscious choice to do something about it. I hope he just doesn't say, well, it won't happen to me, and then get in there and get his feet all just whacked up. So my feet are still recovering from that. My feet, the balls of my feet are just numb. They're mad. Anyway, so I just, like I said, don't like to tell somebody else how to hike, but that's one of those things. I got direct knowledge and I just did it. And so I told him, I said, you got a couple of options in between here. So, and I found out that Shaw's in Monson, where I have boxes waiting, that I'm gonna stay overnight, Shaw's Hostel, Hiker's Hostel. They sell all kinds of shoes. They sell all kinds of gear. If they have, and he said they had Olympus. If they have Ultra Olympus up there, I'm switching to those. I don't like these Merrells. With my Ultra, they have a special sole on them that you can almost walk down a wet rock like Spider-Man. I mean, they grip good. These things, I even just say the word wet and I fall down. So absolutely hate the treads on these. I can't wear gaiters with these. There's no Velcro or no hooks so that I can put my gaiters over I'm constantly getting pine needles and stuff in my shoes now. So hopefully when I get to Monson, they've got some Olympus up there. Olympus is the same shoe I was wearing when I came in. I was wearing Lone Peaks, but Olympus has a really thick sole on it. It has a real thickness to it. It has support. Whereas the Lone Peaks are zero drop, no support, no nothing. It's like you're walking barefoot. So, anyway, so hopefully I get to Shaw's and they got something in my size that will work for me. I used to hike in Solomon's and I might go back to those too. I heard they have them there, so I might go back to those. I did the JMT in Solomon's and I really liked them a lot. So if I can find some with a wide enough toe box, or wides or something, I might switch back to those. So anyway, that's my story for this little excursion. Meeting a lot of southbounders, and a lot of them that just left. Like, the good news, meeting the southbounders, all of them are 10 days to 14 days from the beginning of the hike. So that bodes well for me. That means within the next 2 weeks, I'm off trail and back down to Massachusetts. So that's very exciting. Because this is really, Stratton's my last supply before the 100 Mile Wilderness and Monson. So, and 100 Mile Wilderness is the end, besides Katahdin. So I'm excited. So anyway, that's my story for now. I will get back to you a little later with some views, hopefully. Wild blueberries everywhere up here. Can you see them? Look at them all. They go all the way up the hill. They're everywhere. So here's the path up here. You can see what I'm looking out on. I'm up on Saddleback Mountain. So there's Alright, so this is where I am up on Saddleback Mountains, big view. You can see I'm going all the way around. I'm at the peak right now. Okay, going all the way around. You can see the peak sign right there. Almost 360-degree view, pretty close. You can still see the mountains through the trees. So, I wanted to show you this. See that thing right there? Let me grab my poles here. This thing, it's really windy up here. I don't know if you can hear me. You might be able to. This is a windbreak. So they put these up so you can sit down and have breakfast out of the wind. Or sit down and eat. Here, let me take off my pack. Anyway, I think you get the gist of it. I'm walking. Hope you guys can hear me. It's windy. I'm walking up here and all of a sudden, boom, over the cliff. So, pretty good view from up here. Still on Saddleback. Pretty cool. I guess this view goes all the way across this ridge. See that ridge right there? That's where I'm going. So I hope you guys can hear me. I just gotta tell you a little story. Up here in the mountains, man, everybody loves to talk about their pack weight, their base weight, their, you know, what they're not carrying, what they are carrying. I guess it's a hiker's version of penis envy. I don't know. The lighter your pack, the bigger man you are, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, some ridge runners came up behind, so I had caught up to this section hiker. He's doing this section of the trail today, and so sorry, I'm gonna try to find a good spot, take a rest. So I caught up with this guy, so we're talking a little bit. And I noticed he's got my old pack, the pack I used to carry. And so the ridge runners, some ridge runners come up behind us. Ridge runners are guys that don't carry packs, they carry water bladders, and they run up the ridges. And so ridge runners came up behind us. He goes, "Wow, man, you're through hiking?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, your pack's pretty small for being through hiking." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What's your base weight?" And I said, "It's about 10 pounds, but with food, I'm up over 20 pounds with food and water." He goes, "Cool." So he asked the guy in front of me, he goes, "What's your base weight?" He goes, "Oh, it's about 8 pounds. And, you know, he just threw that out there. So I started laughing to myself. I didn't say anything to him. I just snickered to myself and kept walking. Because I know for a fact that that pack, the one I used to have, weighs about 5 pounds. And he had his tent on the outside of it, which was a Big Agnes copper spur, which weighs about 3 pounds, 2.8, 2.5 pounds. So between his tent and his backpack, he had almost 8 pounds. And this thing was stuffed to the gills with stuff. I'm gonna point out to Will, shout out to Will. Will, remember when you put your pack, when you used my old pack and you had all that stuff in there next to my little pack? That's what his pack looked like. It was that pack full to the brim with stuff. And he says, "Oh yeah, my base weight's 8 pounds." I started laughing. I'm like, "Good for you, man. Good job. Good for you." He goes, "It's taken me years to get it that way." I'm like, "Cool." So anyway, it's sort of funny how hikers love to embellish what their pack weight is. It's like a badge of honor if you can get down below 15 pounds or 10 pounds or that kind of stuff. It just becomes a competition out here, it seems. So anyway, I hope you guys heard me on all this. Okay, folks, this is the end of day 36, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Another long day, a lot of climbing. 17-mile day. Actually, a little more than 17 miles. So, what, over the last 20, 37, 40, if you don't think I don't have my trail legs yet, I got them. My legs are smoking. Good stuff. So, anyway, I got within range. So I'm going to the hostel tomorrow. Little background, I might have said that before, but here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to the hostel tomorrow. The shuttle leaves the trailhead at 2 o'clock. Okay, so I have to be down at the trailhead by 2 o'clock in order to get a ride to the the hostel. Here's the problem, I got 13 miles left, okay? So if I get up 13 miles, if I start hiking at 5, and I gotta be there at 2, okay, that's 9 hours. Now you're thinking, okay, 9 hours to do 13 miles, no problem. There's 2 4,000-foot peaks that I have to go over tomorrow. You gotta go up one, down all the way, back up another one, and down all the way before I get to that area. This is not an easy chore because these are rocky peaks, and to compound the problem, coming down, because it's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow. Remember me talking about that tropical storm coming in? Well, it's here. We're getting the front edge of the wind right now. It's supposed to be clear tonight, but it's supposed to start raining at about 6 in the morning, which means going down the hill is going to be harder than going up the hill because it's going to be wet and slick. So getting down by 2 p.m. is going to be a trick with 13 miles to go. Hell, most times 13 miles is a whole day. So, needless to say, I'm going to get up about 4:15. It'll still be dark. I'm going to pack up all my stuff. By the time I'm done packing up, it'll be light enough I can start hiking. I'm gonna attack the next hill, get up it as fast as I can, get down it as fast as I can before it starts raining, hopefully. That's wishful thinking. And then attack the next hill. Hopefully by 2 o'clock I can wipe those out. So the rain is supposed to hit tomorrow, and it's supposed to last all the day through Wednesday. So with hiking 13 miles tomorrow, that's not even a Nero, that's a hiking day. So I'll get into the hostel tomorrow afternoon. So on Wednesday, I'm gonna plan on taking a 0. I haven't taken a 0 in, almost 10 days, I think. So I'm due for a 0. That'll get me all the way to Monson in the 100-mile wilderness. So that'll be good. So the plan is to stay at the hostel tomorrow night, Wednesday night, take off Thursday. It's supposed to be sunny all next week, all after this tropical storm runs through. So that's my plan. It's an ambitious plan. Worst case, they have another shuttle at 6 p.m. If I get in after 2, I can wait around till 6, catch that shuttle. But I would hate to waste a whole afternoon if I just missed it, so I'm gonna push. And from what I understand, they have good Wi-Fi and all that, so I will start getting out my videos tomorrow, which you seeing this now, you'll see that. You know how that goes. All of this is past tense by the time you see it. So anyway, it's been interesting, but I will, next time you see me, when you see this, I'll be on my way to Monson. So, like I said, big day today. End of day 36, I think. Yeah. Hope you guys are safe. And I will talk to you tomorrow.